Hey, good afternoon, guys. Today's Tuesday the 2nd. We are up here in Shreveport, Louisiana. We're heading over to, I've said this name about 3 times already, and I keep forgetting it. Keep slipping off the tip of my tongue. I don't think it's going to come back this time. Anyway, we're picking up skidded coils. Coils aren't my thing. I never do coils. I don't like coils. Skidded coils and coils, to me, are 2 different things. Skidded coils I have no problem with, but I do not do regular coils. They are not for me. Anyway, so we got to throw our straps over top of this real quick and then get out of here. It's like 600 something miles. By the time we get up there, it'll probably be tomorrow evening. It's going to Kentucky, Somerset, Kentucky. So Shreveport, Louisiana up to Somerset, Kentucky. Load is not paying that great. I deadheaded 240 miles up here to get the load. It's $1.53 a mile loaded. So we're not even counting in deadhead miles. But like I said, during this time, I don't care about deadhead miles. All I'm doing is looking for a halfway decent loaded rate. $1.50, still not my decent loaded rate, but compared to everything else that was coming out, I had received a couple offers today, $1.40 a mile, $1.26 a mile. I said, well, I'll deadhead a little bit further and I'll take the $1.55 a mile. Get up to Kentucky and we'll try to get something else from up there. But it looks like we're not going to be able to get anything loaded until Thursday. Probably get this off Thursday morning and then try to get something, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll get back to you guys in a second after I get this done strapped and tarped and let you see the final. Alright, guys. I haven't sweated like this in a while. There it is. There we go. I got 1 strap on each one in the middle, 2 straps on the front and back crossed. I got my 2-inch here, and I ended up laying 2 tarps over it. I had to get out of that heat, man. It's freaking hot, man. Like I said, I haven't sweat like this in a while. And then you had to put a long sleeve shirt on here, and that's the thing I hate about these steel companies and these coil companies, metal companies. Let's go with that one. Oh, you gotta have the long pants, you gotta have the long sleeves. All they're really trying to say is you gotta sweat your butt off until you got a fountain running down your butt crack. Oh man, sweat is just pouring. I ain't mad though. I don't know what's up with this guy, man. He was out here before me. He started tarping just as I was passing him. And I started tarping. He drove past, went over to the guard shack, and he just looped all the way around, all the way back around. We're gonna wait 2 minutes before we move so we can get that 30-minute break knocked out. Anyway, we got 740 miles to go. I don't know if I can deliver tomorrow. Shoot, I didn't write it down. I have to check the phone. Let's check the phone real quick. There we go. Alright, so we won't be able to deliver tomorrow. So I'd be up there about 4 o'clock tomorrow. Cutoff is 3 o'clock. And that's with the time difference. Whew. My Lord. Every time I wipe it off, it just keeps coming and coming. This is why my shirts are so stained up. Anyway, so it's basically just take our sweet time, unfortunately. We're going to get up there about 4 o'clock tomorrow. They stop at 3, so like I figured earlier, probably won't be able to unload until Thursday morning. Let's talk about the tarp real quick. we got 2 straps X over the front one, 2 straps X over the back one. Normally it's 3, but it's not needed because these coils are so small. The coils are only about, what I figure, about 8,000 a piece. So one coil is about 8,000. Let's call it 9,000, half of 9,000, 4,500 pounds. One strap is good for 5,400 pounds. So you're looking at 900 pounds over the securement needed by just throwing the one strap over the center. Plus we have the coil on each side for the ones that the 4 that are in the middle, 3 that are in the middle. We have the other coil stopping it from going front and back, and then the 2 straps over the front and back is exactly what we need. So I threw 2 tarps on it only because it ends up looking a lot better. I could make it with just 1, but even though these things are already covered in plastic, I'd rather that added protection to make sure that if I do get caught in the rainstorm, the rain's not gonna, if it seeps into one, the likelihood of it seeping into both is very unlikely. So, all right, we're at 32 minutes now. Gonna hit the scale, get our paperwork, get the heck out of here, man. I am. So I think we're gonna make one more quick stop out here on the road and change up a little bit because I'm soaked. Again, I'm not complaining about it. It's just been a while. Not to mention, it does feel nasty when you get sweating and going like crazy, and then you sit in this chair. It doesn't work out very well. I did spread my axles because it's 42,000 pounds. I'd rather have that extra security. We are center loaded, so I don't believe we'll have any type of issues as far as that goes. Oh, I thought that same guy was pulling around. No, he's right there. What the heck, man? Alright, let's run back up to the window and see what they want us to do. Don't park on this shoulder, park on that shoulder, and then walk back to the guardhouse to get your paperwork. Because we can't give it to you right now, because you know that big line behind you that doesn't exist. Yeah, that's why. The things they make you do.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Ron Bean Boulevard.
FedEx is cooking. Alright, we're all loaded. Maybe that's why I turned it down earlier. My air was completely off when I got back in the truck, and I'm like, why was my air off? I must have turned it down when I was doing the video because it was too loud. Alright, so anyway, yeah, like I said, around 8,000. The coils are ringing in at, let's see, 8460, 8450, 8450, 8450, 8440. Comes up to 42,250 pounds. And we're rolling with it. We are out of here. So I'm telling them 8 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday morning. I'm gonna try to be there like 7. I don't know what their scheduled thing is. I'm assuming that it's first come, first serve. either way, we got 739 miles to get her done. So catch up with you guys tonight, let you know how we make out and where we stand.
Feet, turn right on.
I could really use a change of scenery. Yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah. Close the match cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you. From the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out.
Alright, good morning guys. So we chopped it off this time. Had to go. It was getting too much. So I let her go. Cut it off yesterday before we started our day. And of course the wife's calling now to wake me up. So I forgot to message her. Anyway, and lens is still dirty. We're in Smiths Grove, Kentucky. We stopped somewhere else yesterday. It was at a TA in Arkansas. I don't think it was too far from Memphis. This morning we have 94 miles left to go. Should be getting over there about 8:30. Might be able to get there a little sooner than that. Load's been going pretty good. There just really hasn't been much to talk about for this load. I got a good amount of road footage here. Might take a little bit more on the way there. Add that to the rest of it. I will tell you guys about this place. It was an old truck stop. I don't know what happened to the building or whatnot. They took it down before they finished the new one. So I don't know what the deal is, but it looks like it's going to be a pretty good sized truck stop. They redid the whole parking lot back here, so a lot of people are parked here. But the problem is there's no bathrooms or anything like that. So unfortunately. But there is like a little grocery store right there, and then you got McDonald's and another gas station across the street and stuff like that. So it's not that big of a deal. Pretty nice place. I could have gotten a little closer, but I was worried the last truck stop that I could have gotten to was going to be too packed by the time I got there. So I just kind of bit the bullet and said I'll run an hour and a half versus a half an hour. So it's an extra hour, but it is what it is. Later today, we're picking up a load of, which was actually my very first load when I started working at Mercer. It's like this big plastic stuff that's for septic tanks and stuff like that. It's not just septic tanks. I know the one place I delivered, they used them for like an underground water storage system, so that it was like a secondary water pond, retention pond underground, until the water would start dropping down, and then it would go off into a stream or a river or something. So that's all I got for right now. I'm gonna hit the road and get this load delivered. So we'll talk to you guys later.
It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh. She's to all the haters, cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, it's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh. If you're on the bus, say yeah. If you're on the train, say yeah. If you gotta walk, say yeah. Everybody's going somewhere. Young or old, I really don't care. Life has never really been fair. So put your fist up in the air. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time, it's my time, it's my time to ride it out. It's your time, oh.
Alright guys, we're all finished up. I'm going to end the video here. The load came off pretty quick. Folded up the tarps while I was waiting for somebody else to get unloaded and got everything put away. And they had one of their company trucks jump in front of me to get loaded so he can get off or whatever. Or, get down the road. And then, yeah, that was it. I pulled in. 5 minutes later, I was out of there. Slid the axle forward. I did find out what I did wrong with the sliding the axle. I took a quick, I kind of just, when I started sliding the axle and stuff, I just kind of jumped into it, and I didn't question anything about it. Today I finally read the little instructions that I noticed on the inside of that little control box where you flip the air. Apparently what I've been doing is setting the brakes and leaving them set like you normally do when you slide tandems and stuff like that on dry vans or reefers or whatever. The problem is that I'm not supposed to set these brakes. I'm supposed to work my tractor brake, but I'm not supposed to set the trailer brake. When I turn that valve, it automatically deflates the front axle, overinflates the rear axle to raise that front axle off the ground, which obviously doesn't happen every time depending on the ground clearance. I guess it's more of the curvature of the ground or the pitch of the ground. If I'm facing uphill, that rear axle is still going to be touching the ground, or that front axle is still going to be touching the ground. So anyway, when I flip that switch, it actually locks the rear brake. The rear axle, it locks that axle so it can't move. And I did release my brake because I'd already slid the axle, but I had to slide a little bit more after I released the pins to get it to lock in place. And then at that point, I had released the trailer brakes on here. And that's when I realized what I was doing wrong, and that was leaving them brakes on was causing me to drag that front axle when it wasn't all the way off the ground. went to go set the pin, that tire just rolled on the ground instead. So, lesson learned. I was a dumbass. I tried ignoring the rules, and that's what happens. So, dude's riding a horse on the other side of the guardrail. Maybe he's training them or something. It's a little odd. Alright, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. We are heading up to Winchester, but I'll include, you'll see that in the next video. So, again, thanks for watching.